Everyone, it's Amir Tsarfati. Um, Still here in Osaka. We just finished our largest event to date in Japan, which was the Revealing Revelation conference here in Osaka with over 700 people, which is huge for Japan. It's equals to more than 10,000 in America, if not more. And it was a wonderful time of sweet fellowship also with the local believers. And we were very excited to launch my first ever book in Japanese, Revealing Revelation in Japanese, right on time. But these are breaking news because we talked about the talks in Islamabad, and a few minutes ago, Vice President J.D. Vance uh, announced that the talks failed. Iran came with demands rather than with any intention to agree to anything, or at least to um, at least to submit to the demands of the U.S. And they're not extending their stay. They're leaving Islamabad and going back home. And let me explain to you what just happened. The stupid progressive liberal media, together with the very well-oiled propaganda machine of the IRGC, painted Iran as the victor in this war, painted Iran as the one who stood firmly, and it is winning. And when you do that, you're emboldening the losing party, and you make it think that he won, and therefore he's the one who can come up with demands. Iran not only came up with demands, but also announced that this time they're not even negotiating, they are demanding. In other words, it wasn't just something that you heard within four walls and closed doors. It's something they announced outside to the world. This time, it's not negotiation; it's demands. And boy, they demanded. They demanded all sanctions be lifted, all hostility, all war stop immediately. They need to be compensated for the damages of the war, and the war has to stop all over. No one can attack the Houthis or Hezbollah. These are their demands. And on top of all, full sovereignty over the Strait of Hormuz, which is an open route on a maritime route in international waters. And they want full sovereignty. They came with these demands. And they already spread non-stop fake news as if America already agreed to unfreeze assets. America already agreed to tell Israel not to attack Hezbollah. America already did and that. They also spread fake news that U.S. warships tried to come into the Strait of Hormuz, and the IRGC Navy blocked them and threatened them, so they had to turn around. And I'm reading those fake news one after the other, and I'm like, guys, you are so detached from reality. But the detachment from reality is not only happening on the side of the Iranian negotiating team, it is happening on the international media, and therefore it affects the international public opinion. People are being brainwashed to think that America lost, Israel lost, Iran won, and Iran is now the stronger part that can outpower America and put demands. Iran came out stronger than before. Nonsense upon nonsense, pile of horse. You know what? And the reality is exactly the opposite. There is no IRGC Navy to impose blockade. There is no way to stop Israel from attacking Hezbollah when Hezbollah is shooting at us every day. There is no way to stop Israel from attacking the Houthis if the Houthis are shooting rockets at us. Are you out of your mind? We're going to let them shoot, and we will do nothing because there's ceasefire. But the most important thing is this: Iran, for the past few days, has been feeding this garbage that they own the Strait of Hormuz, that they're going to charge money, they're going to charge. President Trump said that's not going to happen. Now, the funny thing of all is that the Strait of Hormuz, it's not affecting America. Actually, to be honest, it's not even affecting Europe that much. Mostly it's affecting China, India, Japan, and the Asian area, and they're already finding solutions. I think the IRGC is probably finding out right now. Now, America is sweeping the landmines right now and cleaning the area. They don't have to do that, but they are doing that. And Vice President Vance is boarding Air Force Two on his way back home. And soon you will find out. Now, again, I must say, I'm still not convinced that a new and friendly regime will suddenly appear in Iran. But apparently, Iran has to get hit a bit more before they capitulate to the demands of the US, the Gulf states, and Israel. Very interesting developments. The talks in Islamabad collapsed. Vice President Vance is leaving. The war will most likely be resumed unless the Iranians will say, okay, maybe we exaggerated. Come back, let's talk again. But that's their tactic now. That the media don't believe a word that they say. I'm telling you that over and over again and again. They do not speak from any position of being neutral. They hate Trump. They hate the Republican Party. They hate the fact that they are now in government. They hate Netanyahu. They hate the conservative government in Israel. They hate anything that has to do with sovereignty, nationality. They hate anything that has to do with border. They hate anything that has to do with common sense and biblical values. They want to destroy everything in order to create a new world order with no borders. And they want to just, give the power to the very few that control them. Ladies and gentlemen, it's much bigger than what you see. So again, it's breaking news. The talks in Islamabad collapsed. By the way, who in his right mind think that the country that supplied the centrifuges, the first ones, and the knowledge of nuclear weapon, the country that supplied that to Iran, which is Pakistan, the country that fooled the world in the 80s and eventually got a nuclear weapon, a country that has Shia population and is very much in favor of Iran, who in his right mind let them be the mediators when they're the ones that kind of created this problem to begin with? But that's beyond me. All I know is one thing: there is reality and there's the media. The media tells you what they want you to know, and then there's reality. And reality, boom, hit all that in the face. And now Vice President Vance said it's going to be way worse for the Iranians than for the US. And that's it. They failed to agree to our demands. As I said, the Iranians came up with their own demands. These are breaking news. The war will most likely resume. This time, Israel will have the green light to finish what it started in Lebanon, and America will have to do what it has to do in Iran as well. No one can say that we didn't give them a chance. No one can say that we didn't give a ceasefire chance. Let's see how it develops. Stay tuned. I'm on Telegram 24/7. Thank you. God bless you, and shalom from Osaka, Japan.